If you have just received your new kitchen table and you're like me and you hate to read the printed directions and would much rather watch someone assemble it on YouTube, then you're in luck. I've prepared this for you. So all you really have to have is the little Allen wrench that's included with your hardware. It's in the bag. A 10mm wrench is really handy, but you don't have to have one. You can get by with what you've got. So everything's numbered. It's not that bad. So. You can do this by yourself, but it's kind of hard. Two people's obviously a lot easier. So if you sit them like this, you can just kind of brace that like so. You can see that here's your number one with your number one. So it comes with these great big stainless steel fasteners here. You've got a little plastic piece that will already be on it, but if one of them happens to come off, you can just take it, click it on here like that. That's just to help you be lined up the direction that you need to be. There's a threaded hole by every one of the numbers, or two of them rather. You want to put these in, screw them all the way in until they're pretty snug. Just don't, tighten them as hard as you can. Takes a 10mm wrench. So see that one stop right there? You want to just turn it a little bit back the other way to where the little funnel shaped hole is facing up. You can go ahead and do that on both sides. The part that they screw into is a little steel piece. When these are first put in, you can see this little dome shape here screws in, and this forces these apart and dig these little steel pieces into the hole. So once they're in, they'll never come back out of there. But you can still assemble and disassemble them really easy. Then just put the number one side in the number one side. You take these little set screws and you put them in the little metal thingy right in there. And this will draw that piece together really tight. Go ahead and get both of them started before you tighten them up. You can tighten that pretty tight. So then you'll want to put all of these fasteners in the tabletop. And there's little markings to indicate which way the hole is supposed to be facing. So when you see the hole, the plastic piece should be perpendicular to that. And you'll notice a black line with a black circle. That should be lined up with that hole. And you can put the Allen wrench through there if you don't have a 10mm wrench. So you can see that one got tight right there. So then you can just back it back around to this hole that's pointing at that little circle. So depending on which table you bought, you'll see if it's got two drawers, that is. So depending on which table you bought, it might have a a D1 and a D2. That's for drawer 1 and drawer 2. The drawers are also labeled on the underside because the drawer face is cut specifically to be on one side or the other. Then you'll notice you've got just a 1 by itself and a 2 by itself, and that just shows you the direction that that beam with the 1 and the 2 had on it, which way that's supposed to be oriented. So right here is the 1. So we'll want it to line up with the 1 right there. Then you'll see there's a little hole, a little oval shaped hole right here. Same fastener, same little wrench, and same little screw. You want to snug that up, but you don't have to make it super tight. You want that to be able to still move just a little bit for seasonal expansion and contraction of the wood. Then after you've done all 4 of the legs, you want to make sure that you don't forget that little guy right there. Then you can see this side says D2 on it, so we'll want to put drawer number 2 in that spot there. In order for the soft close drawer slide to be engaged and work, you have to pull this out, and then this right here, this is the little mechanism for the soft close. You just have to pull that forward and it should lock. If it doesn't want to lock, just push that pin down till it locks. Once the drawer comes back in, it'll latch onto the drawer slide and you don't have to do that again. Then when you're ready to install the drawers, just slide the drawer slides out so that you can see them. Take drawer 2, put it with D2. Then just make sure you line those up in that little black plastic